The city of Athens is sleeping. The heavy, golden heat of the Greek day has finally retreated, leaving behind the ghost of summer and the scent of wild thyme. You stand at the base of the sacred rock, looking up. The Acropolis rises from the heart of the city like a crown of ancient stone, jagged and dark against the velvet sky. High above, the white pillars of the Parthenon catch the light of a full, heavy moon, glowing with a spectral radiance. Tonight, the gates are open to no one but you. The tourists are gone. The guides have gone home. The modern world has retreated into the shadows of the placa below. You begin your climb. The journey begins at the foot of the hill, where the narrow streets of the old city give way to the winding path of the Panathenaic Way. Your sandals click softly against the ancient limestone, a rhythmic sound that echoes against the low stone walls. To your left, the Odeon of Herod's Atticus sits in deep shadow, its rows of stone seats like empty, open mouths waiting for a song that ended 18 centuries ago. In the silence, you can almost hear the ghost of 1,000 voices, the vibration of a lyre, the soft shuffle of robes. But now, it is only the wind. It brushes past your face, cool and light, carrying the faint, metallic tang of the distant Aegean Sea. You wrap your cloak tighter around your shoulders. The wool is thick and comforting, a shield against the midnight chill. As you ascend, the air becomes thinner and sharper, cleansing your lungs with every slow breath. You reach the Propylaea, the monumental gateway to the sacred ground. The columns here are massive, Doric and Ionic pillars, standing like silent giants guarding the threshold between the mortal and the divine. You stop for a moment between them, feeling the immense weight of the marble lintels above your head. You reach out and place your hand against the stone. It is Pentelic Marblia Euros, white, fine-grained, and incredibly smooth. It feels cold under your palm, but there is a strange, residual warmth deep inside, as if the stone has spent the entire day soaking up the sun and is only now, slowly, letting it go. You close your eyes and trace the vertical fluting of the column. The edges are still sharp, yet softened by 2 millennia of rain and wind. You breathe in. The scent of the marble is clean, like dust and old rain. Step through the gateway. The plateau opens up before you, a vast field of silver and black. And there it is, the Parthenon. It is larger than any photograph could suggest, more perfect in its ruin than it ever could have been in its completion. The moonlight pours over the eastern pediment, casting long, ink-black shadows that stretch across the uneven floor. The white stone doesn't just reflect the light, it seems to hold it, glowing with an inner phosphorescence that turns the temple into a beacon of silver. You walk toward it, your cloak trailing softly behind you over the weathered rock. There is no ceiling anymore, only the stars. The same constellations that the architects Pheidias and Ictinos looked upon 2,000 years ago are looking down on you now. Orion hangs low over the pediment, his belt 3 bright sparks of light against the dark. You begin to walk the perimeter of the great temple, moving slowly between the columns. Pass through the shadows into the light, then back into the shadows again. Each pillar is slightly curved, a subtle swelling called entasis, designed to make the stone look alive, as if it is breathing under the weight of the sky. You can almost feel the pulse of the hill beneath your feet. You think of the colors this place once held a Euros, the vibrant blues, the deep reds, the glint of gold leaf. But the white is better for the night. The white is for the soul. You find a fragment of a fallen cornice to sit upon, a massive block of marble that has rested in this exact spot for centuries. You lean back, resting your head against the stone. It is solid. It is unmoving. It is eternal. To the north, the Erechtheion stands in its quiet vigil. You look toward the porch of the Maidens, the Caryatids. 6 stone women, their hair intricately braided, their robes falling in heavy folds, holding the roof of the temple upon their heads. They look toward the Parthenon with serene, unblinking eyes, their faces calm in the silver light. They have stood there for 2,400 years, through the fall of empires, through fires and storms and the long, slow march of time. Their strength is not a struggle, it is a state of being. They do not tire, they do not complain, they simply exist in the silence. Watching them, you feel the weight of your own worries begin to dissolve. The things that keep you awakia Euros, the small anxieties of the day, the plans for tomorrow a Euros, they are like dust compared to the life of the marble. They are fleeting, the stone remains. You look out over the edge of the hill, toward the sleeping city below. Athens is a sea of orange lights, a glowing map of modern life stretching out toward the dark horizon. You can see the silhouette of Lycabettus Hill rising like a ghost in the distance, and the faint, rhythmic blink of a lighthouse in the harbor of Piraeus. But the sounds of the city do not reach you here. The roar of the traffic, the shouting, the sirens, They are all muffled by the height and the heavy history of this rock. You are in a sanctuary of silence, wrapped in the cool embrace of the past. You are safe. A few yards away, an ancient olive tree stands near the temple. Its trunk is gnarled and silvered, a twisted sculpture of wood that has survived for generations. Legend says this is the spot where the goddess Athena struck the earth with her spear, bringing forth the first olive tree to win the heart of the city. The leaves rustle now in a sudden, gentle breeze. It is a soft, metallic sound, like 1,000 tiny silk fans opening and closing. SHHH. SHHH. The sound is hypnotic, rhythmic, perfectly in sync with the slow, steady rise and fall of your chest. You pull your cloak tighter, feeling its warmth sink into your skin. A small owl, the bird of Athena, glides silently between the columns, its wings a pale blur against the stars. It lands on a high frieze and watches you with yellow, moonlit eyes. Everything is in its place. Everything is as it should be. Your eyes are becoming very heavy now. The sharp edges of the Parthenon's columns begin to blur into the silver mist of the night. The moonlight feels thick, like a liquid, washing over you and carrying away the last remnants of the day. The history of this hill is not a burden to carry. It is a foundation to rest upon. It has held up the world for so long, and now it can hold you. You feel the solid earth beneath the marble. You feel the deep, cool roots of the hill reaching down into the dark heart of Greece. You are grounded, you are supported, you are at peace. The maidens of the Erechtheion continue their eternal watch. The Parthenon stands in the silver light, a monument to the stillness of the universe. The wind whispers through the olive leaves one last time, a final, soft lullaby. Asleep. Asleep. The marble is your pillow. The night is your blanket. The stars are your silent guardians. The city of Athens is a distant dream. The ancient world is your only reality. Let the silence take you. Let the darkness be kind. Sleep now.